So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. That too is going to change things up. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll find McMillan here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now an audible here into something else.
That's good for a Saints.
Here's Tua. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards. More than that, 2nd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. from the 33. Here's second down and 7. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Touchdown, Carolina! Mark Andrews, 49 yards. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to Nwangu. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So now out is the Panther offense as he'll come in and go for the 2-point try. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Tua. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll air this one toward Coleman. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keon Coleman, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Here's 3rd down and 4. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA. This now a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Murray. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Tua going to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have cut the lead back down to 2. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. This one deep for Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 54 yards. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
To a hit, and the ball is out. this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Fights off the defender. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Tua going to change the play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught by McMillan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Panthers.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Swings this out for Hunt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go the wrong way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2nd and 14. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That Tua is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically, 2nd and 7. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll audible to something else. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
2nd and 10. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
To throw again on second down.
Tua.
Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Throwing Tua.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Now Tua.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Garrett Wilson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And